Hello students, welcome back to your next online science class. Today we will study the chapter Teeth and Microbes. Hope you all are doing well. So, when a photograph asks you to say cheese, what does he want you to do? He wants you to smile. Clean and well kept teeth makes our smile beautiful. And these teeth only give a proper shape to our face. Teeth help us to speak clearly. They enable us to bite and chew food. This makes digestion also easier. And you have read about this in your previous chapter. So our teeth are very important part of our body. Now let's start with the chapter Teeth and Microbes. This teeth, there are two sets of teeth. A new baby has no teeth. She cuts her first tooth when she is about 6 months old. By the time she is 2.5 years old, she has 20 teeth. These teeth are called milk teeth or temporary teeth. Between the ages of 6 and 12, the milk teeth falls out one by one and new ones grow in their place. This new set consists of 32 teeth. So, in the beginning when you have your teeth, those are how many in number? Those are 20. And again when those milk teeth breaks and then you have your another pair set of teeth for lifelong, there are 32 teeth. 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. Now you can see this picture. In this picture you can see this part, this teeth are known as incisor. This front 4 teeth. And the next, beside the incisor, what are there? There are canines. And then the molars. This teeth is the set of temporary teeth. So, in temporary teeth, you have only incisor, canines and molars. Then comes the permanent teeth. In that you have incisors. Those 4 pairs, again you have 4 number of teeth, those are incisors. Beside incisors, what you have? Canines. And then there is extra premolar teeth. In your permanent teeth, you have premolar teeth on upper jaw and lower jaw. And then you have molars. So, you have 16 in the upper jaw and again 16 in the lower jaw when you have your permanent teeth. So you can say how many types of teeth we have. There are 4 kinds of teeth. So first one is incisors or cutting teeth. These incisors are also known as cutting teeth. The 4 chisel-shaped teeth at the front of each jaw are incisors. We use them to bite our food. So, what is the work of the incisors? That is to bite our food. As for example, if you are biting an apple, so with which teeth you are biting? You are biting them with incisor teeth. Next comes the canines or tearing teeth. On other side of the cutting teeth is sharp tooth. These are canines which used to tear pieces of food. So these canines help you to tear the food into pieces. Next comes the premolar or cracking teeth. These are 4 premolar in each jaw. So in each jaw, how many premolars are there? There are 4 premolars. These are broad teeth next to the canines. They act like nutcrackers. So these canines help. These premolar teeth are beside whom? Beside canines. And these help in what? They help in broadening the space and they are beside canines and help to crush the food. So incisors are like this one, just to cut the food. You can, by this diagram you can easily remember. These incisors helps to cut the food, canines help to tear the food, and then premolars help to crack or crush the food. And now what's the function of the molar or the grinding teeth? Molar teeth are also known as grinding teeth. These teeth, there are 6 molar in each jaw. They are broader than the premolar and have a broad upper surface to grind food, that is to chew food. So by this picture you can easily remember what is the work of each teeth. So incisors work is to cut the food, canines work is to tear the food, premolar to, what is the work of the premolar? To crush the food, and molar is to grind the food. So you can see another picture. Now you can see the picture of a teeth. So now we will study the different layers of tooth, or we can say a structure of a tooth. So you see at the very white layer is known as enamel, which you can see, and then the next part is dentine, and then the pulp. So there are 3 layers: enamel, dentine and pulp. The which part you can see is known as crown, and the next part is, which is just below the crown, is neck, and where you have the nerve ending and all of the teeth, that is root. So 3 parts of the root, the 3 part of the teeth is crown, neck and root, and this also have the 3 another division, that is the upper layer of the teeth is known as, or the layer of a tooth is known as enamel, then the next layer is dentine, and then the next layer is pulp. So let's study the structure of a tooth. The tooth has 3 different parts, that is crown, neck and the root, as it is given in this structure. So next, the outer cover of a tooth is very hard. It is called enamel. Enamel is the hardest substance in our body. You have to remember this, that enamel, which is on your teeth, is the hardest substance on your body. Below it lies the dentine. This is also quite hard. Inside the dentine is the pulp. This is very soft and has blood vessels and nerve. The nerve are connected to the gum through a hole in the root. So how the nerves are connected to the gum? By a hole in the root. Now we will read about how to take care of the teeth. If we take good care of our teeth, we can save them from decaying. Bits of food that remain stuck to the teeth can cause the growth of bacteria. So if the food remains in between your teeth, then there can be the growth of bacteria. Bacteria first attack the enamel and form a sticky coating, which is called plaque. So sticky coating over enamel, which is yellowish in color, is known as plaque. Then they attack the dentine and finally the pulp. When the bacteria reach the nerves within the pulp, they cause pain. So if you think eating too much of chocolate and all those, making black patches on your teeth, and then not brushing your teeth properly, causing yellowish nature of the enamel, they can all lead to this bacterial growth and finally the pain in your teeth or the tooth. Tooth decay results in bad breath, cavity, toothache, bleeding gums and indigestion. That is indigestion. So this can cause, what can this bacteria cause in your mouth? They can cause bad breath, cavities, toothache, bleeding gums, and indigestion. Calcium and vitamin C are important for healthy teeth and gums. Food like milk, cheese, and cottage cheese are rich source of calcium. So you should take this calcium and vitamin in your diet. As I have taught you in your previous chapter, you should also take in your proper diet the calcium and vitamin C so that your teeth and gums remain healthy. And from where you can get this? You can get this from food like milk, cheese, cottage cheese. Okay, now we will read how tips for keeping teeth healthy. So what is the very first tip? You should brush your teeth every morning and every night before going to bed. Make sure that you move your brush both upward and downwards. That is in this way, upper motion and the lower motion, so that all the food particles in between your teeth get clean. Then use a dental floss to clean between two teeth. Then wash your mouth after every meal. Do not have too many sweets or colas. That colas means Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all those. Those has lot of carbon in them and they damage your teeth enamel. Visit your dentist regularly for checkup. Today we will study up to this. In your next class, I will be teaching you about microbes. Till then, study up to this and draw this diagram or practice this diagram. Thank you, students.